woman creative to join the stage. Please help me in welcoming Venus Chun, all the way from Singapore. She's residing in New York City. We have her actually dancing in the background so you can see a bit of her moves. And we're going to talk to her a bit about her dance career, about what she's currently doing, her projects, and you guys can ask her any questions as well. So Venus, can you let us know a little bit about yourself, your background, what brought you into dancing?
Yeah, first of all, give it up for Imani. Yeah. I admire her so much. Like, oh my god, since the very beginning, and still admiring. So I'm very happy to talk to her. What got me started dancing, you said?
Yes.
Well, long story short, I was really silly. My mom forced me to take self-defense class because I'm so tiny. So she was like, you look like, you should get stronger. So she signed me up for taekwondo, but long story short, I was so scared. The first lesson was this big guy who was like smelly and wearing the white thing. And sorry, I'm so bad. And he was like, punch me, and he had this big, like, the fluffy thing. He was like, you can do it, he was like motivating me, and I was like, ah, and I was so scared, so I was like, cry! And then I ran out of class, it was so embarrassing. So I ran all the way down the corridor, I was like crying in the bathroom in the girls' locker room, and then I heard music. I heard this like this, like in the distant background. I was like, oh, is it in my head? I was like, no, it's actually real. I was like, oh, so long story, I followed the music and I ended up in this corridor. It's this really old like school, like a high school and had community classes. So I was like looking up, pasted up the frosted glass, and I was like, and I saw these two little girls in a circle. It's like, oh my god, they want to do that. So that's how I started. So I begged my mother, I negotiated with my 5-year-old self, not very good at negotiation back then. But my mom was so kind, she was like, fine, I'll cough out money, work extra shifts so you can go for ballet. So that's how I started. So I thank my mom, thanks all the moms who work so hard, single moms are raised me up. Okay, you did it. The dancer shall not sing today. Yeah, so she raised me, and my siblings, so that's my story. How I started.
Awesome. She's being modest because she actually does sing as well. So you can let them know a little bit about your singing career.
I should plug. My sister is an amazing singer. I do sing, but my sister just launched her album today. So you should find her, Inch Chua. This is Inch on Instagram and all social platforms. She's doing fine. She's Singaporean. She's fine. But yeah, she's fine. But you can support amazing. So I choreographed her music video actually. So it's my first time working with my sister. We had careers and we separated countries, traveled separately like this. So we finally met and did that video. So please watch it. It's out today. Help support other artists.
Definitely. So yeah, you mentioned that you've been traveling. I know that you're originally from Singapore, but what actually brought you to New York City? What was the inspiration behind that?
Beautiful people like you. Which is true, I think. So I came at first in 2006 and 2008. I think back then it was a little different, but I've always loved the energy of this city. Then I grew to hate it because it was so depressing and lonely. I was like this whole sad thing. I was like in COVID. I was like, oh my god. But long story short, I think it's a whirlwind of information. So I think it's a love-hate relationship I have with this city now. But back then I was just always like smitten by the amazing people I meet. And still am. I think I want to remind myself and remind you guys, like not to forget the luster and the beautiful people that this city brings. That I think so often I live here and I take things for granted. When I could literally just say hi to someone and they're like, what's up? And I think I'm trying to sell them something, but I'm just saying hi. And I think so I want to remind myself and share I really love is the people I meet. Every time I feel like, oh, then someone inspires me, or some amazing artists who inspire me, or I meet some amazing people, or a random finance guy that tell me his life story. I was like, wow, you never know all kinds of people you meet. I think that's the beautiful part I love about these things, the people.
Definitely. Well, Chun is actually very, very popular on social media and Instagram. We've been following her for quite a few years, but can you give us some advice on how to grow your brand online? Because you're great at doing content and marketing for yourself. So what strategies do you use as a dancer that uses social media primarily to promote your content?
I'm dying secretly and choking because I admire her. So it's like, oh my gosh, she likes me. She likes my acting. She thinks my acting is great. Oh my god. So I don't know, it's a struggle. That's the irony, right? I think as an artist, I'm always so critical of myself. So So note to self, like, don't be so critical. So yeah, like I don't think my social media is great. Actually, I think I'm like yay far. But I think one thing I learned is to be like, I relate right to what is trending today: organic growth, congruency, brand consistency. It's like really, it made me really ask myself first hard questions like, who am I today? Like, yeah, I have all my weaknesses and strengths, but who am I today? What are some of my unique selling points, or what I want to share and tell people and inspire others? What I'm actually trying to say. So that came first. So I think maybe some tips will be like really helping you, asking yourself, like, what do I want to do and say right now in my this tenor, and I kind of retrograde that. On top of that, also today I was speaking to my mentors previously before this, and I always been reminded of the red hot why. So I think once you yourself know, it becomes really clear to yourself. Naturally, over time, and also with people's help, I think you kind of be able to share that with the world, maybe digitally or in person. Yeah, because the irony is that I'm very thankful. Thank you for letting me talk today. Because I chose the dance route. Forgive me. It's because I don't have to speak. I think a lot of times I actually hate talking about myself, but I'm always forced as an artist to talk about myself. So it's this like ironic dichotomy, and I have to market myself as like, oh, okay, I don't want to talk. But I learned, in a sense, to make myself be in uncomfortable positions so I can grow as an artist and a person and an individual. So the more I feel like, oh, like I don't feel qualified to even share or speak, like it's kind of reminding myself that everyone has a story, everyone has a message, and the message can change over the tenure of your life. But it's just at this very season, being real with myself first, and then being real with other people is the next step. So social media for me, or whatever platform or input, is an extension of communication. And we all are human, we bleed red. So I always feel like we want to connect with each other, right? Or in the city, I always feel like too shy or too scared or like, So I want to also allow myself the practice. So it's a skill that I still constantly feel I'm terrible, but constantly practice. Hope that answers your question.
That does. But that also led us into the next question. So what would you say is the message you're trying to convey with your dance, with your artistry, as an artist here in New York City? What's the message you would like us to know?
Great question. Right now, I think it's really basic to me. It's really inspiring people. I know it sounds so cliche, but for me, it's like doing what I love to do, and I'm very open about my struggles, my pains, my accomplishments, my joy, everything. I'm a very open person, whether digitally or in person. So I think that is like my message, like being authentically me and allowing people to free themselves in the process, if it makes sense. Like as I share and connect, it opens up more portals. Like it's like a ripple effect in a positive way. And I think that's how we actually change the world. It's through sharing our stories, being there for. So you don't have to. I'm pretty quiet sometimes. I know people don't believe me, but like it's just sometimes when someone's going through a hard time, you don't have to like give them 10 steps to improve. 6 strategies to social media and conquer the world. No, you just stand there and be yourself and offer a tissue, a hug, like in silence. So I think that's one thing I learned. That's what I want to share as a person or message. Or it's like it's why I love movement. I don't have to see anything. It's just like, I understand. I feel you. What do you feel? No idea. I feel you. That's why I chose dance, and hence my whole message. I hope that makes sense.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. So, what are some of the projects you have coming up that you would like us to just help support?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so bad at marketing myself, so it's really thankful for that. Yeah, I have a free event coming. I booked this space, paid some money. It's big enough to fit 50 people, so it's good. You guys are all welcome. You can find it. It's free. I like to throw free events because it's just free. It's fun. It's at Wagamama Nomad location. There's 3 locations, so don't get lost. Or you can just message me. I'm like, I'm here. I'm like, it's here. Send you a GOP and everything. So it's on 7th of August. I'm actually I go into Singapore's Got Talent. Yay! So I surprised myself. I still find it strange. I'm like, really? Thanks. I still don't believe it. Like, is this real? So I'm doing a free fun party for that. I just to hang out and have fun post-COVID. That's why you're all invited. It's free. Yay! Oh, Venus Chun. VenusChun. Venus Chun. I'm your Venus, come and fire your desire. This is the name of Venus, Chun. Yeah, so my name's Chun. Call me Chun. Yeah, but you can call me. But yeah. So you guys are all invited, just come. If you get lost, just message me. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm also doing another entrepreneurship event. It's also free. That's what's virtual. I actually wanna like help other youth, so I really love what you do. Like y'all invited also, it's free on Zoom, so it's on Zoom. I know nobody wants to be on Zoom right now, but it's on August 14th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just got all my friends all around the world to be on the panel and just interview them and ask them questions. Yeah, one from all interesting entrepreneurs all over the world. But I think I like to throw events is because I love to bring people together. I really like to have, because I'm international and I'm an immigrant in America, so I love to like kind of connect Americans with immigrants, immigrants with Americans. I mean, I even hate the word immigrant. Like, we're technically legally all immigrants, like Americans. Anyway, I love to just bring everyone together because I come from that side, so I might as well meet my friends on that hemisphere, meet my friends on this hemisphere, and everybody just be friends in a world.
Hey,
that's my goal. So you're welcome to come and make more funny friends.
Yes. Thank you for sharing those events. Those sound amazing. I can't wait to see Singapore's Got Talent. That is gonna be super. So definitely tune in. And yeah, if you want to stay connected, she has all of these events coming up, but definitely follow her on Instagram at Venus Chun, and she'll be performing with us probably at our next show. So definitely, follow the page Pink NYC so you can see any other events that Venus will be dancing with us on. And yes, thank you so much for joining us today. Alright guys, so next up we have an artist joining the stage. Her name is Janique on Instagram at Janique Music.